I invite you both on stage. Thanks for your wonderful presentation and insights. So take a mic, and I'm turning to the audience. Are there questions? We can, yeah. We have a question here on line 4.
My name is Christian Hormans. I work for the Independent Health Insurance Funds. Thank you very much for very interesting presentations, and congratulations with the results. Quite impressive. I'm thinking of the representative of cities present in the room today, who will probably see like, wow, I want to do the same thing, but I have no capacity and I don't have any budget. So what would you reply to them? Because I guess that was a situation in which Cork was in 2012. So what would you recommend to them to go and start and do what you're doing today?
Thank you for your question. What I would say is that, and I guess this is an approach that I've always promoted, is that it's not about money. At the end of the day, it's about a shift in thinking and a shift in culture. We've a tiny budget in Cork Healthy Cities, but being a member of the European network and the WHO network has strengthened our ability to get things done. So it's been a lever for us to make things happen at policy level in the city. When I started out, I thought it was all about health impact assessment and fixing policies and getting involved. But what I've learned is policy action is no good. Policy is no good without action. And it's taken me a number of years to realise that my job isn't just policy. You also need to match that with action. If politicians and services don't see action coming from the policy, it's just a piece of paper. So what I have done, I guess, and what we've tried to do in Cork City is always match the policy with action, which is why, for example, having a food policy in Cork City is no good without a food hub. So we want it to be visible so that it's tangible to people. So from my perspective, I don't think it takes a huge amount of money. It takes somebody with the right way of thinking to be within the system, working on the relationships, working on the collaborations. I can't do everything by myself. Our action plan is huge. There's not one action that's just mine. It's a collaborative approach. And I think there's many people out there and many organisations that want to work in this way. It's a matter of finding them in your own city, aligning yourself to an evidence-based framework like the Copenhagen Consensus and building your actions around that. Thank you.
Can cities consult your experience in Cork somewhere online, for example?
Yeah, so obviously cities that are members of the European WHO network, we meet on a regular basis, and that's really helpful from my perspective in Cork, you know, a tiny city on the fringes of Europe. You feel like you're part of a movement, as Kira said. It's not a project, it's a movement of action. So obviously if you're a member of the network, you get access that way, but of course anyone can reach out at any stage, and I'd very happily talk to them about our journey. Just bearing in mind, as I say, we're a small city, but
how many inhabitants in Cork?
210,000.
It's not so little city.
Oh, smaller
for
than
us,
Irish.
it's a big city.
So yeah, so I guess it's a matter of, you know, collaborating with like-minded cities. In Ireland, we have the Healthy Ireland strategy, which is our national health promotion strategy. We've got Healthy Ireland coordinators in every local authority. And we're hoping to have a national network or a national membership of the WHO network as well. So I guess I would really recommend the WHO structure as a way forward. Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe
I could just compliment as well, because I think it's important to note that it's not just that we've been around for 35 years. There's a reason we've been around for 35 years, and that is because we have this very sound governance structure. So we have, a focus on political representation. So Denise is our coordinator, but we also have a political representative from Cork in our political commitment. We have technical excellence through people like Denise, and of course we also hone in on community engagement. I would also say join us. We would very much welcome you to become part of this movement, and again consult with Denise, but also write us an email and we will talk you through what the steps are that you need to become a healthy city. It can be quite straightforward. There is some work to do in there, but I would also say we get that political commitment and a letter from yourself and you will be part of the network. And then there are other steps to become a designated city. And then thirdly, I do have to share that we come together every year. In 2025, we will convene in Turkey, and we very much would like to invite you to join our annual business meeting and our technical conference, because this is where you'll see firsthand the sort of energy and the wonderful work that the cities are doing, but also how they're really fostering these alliances coming together. As Denise said, you're much stronger when you're part of a network, and we really believe in that network effect.
Thank you, and you have a dynamic speech, which is very important. Maybe just one question and then we go to the lunch, if there's still one. I see someone, no? Oké. Dan kunnen we overgaan naar de lunch. Zoals u ziet, het creëren van healthy cities gaat verder dan alleen infrastructuur. En het vraagt om het integreren van natuur, welzijn en sociale inclusie in elke buurt. En dat is geen solo-actie, want overheid, bewoners en bedrijven moeten samen innoveren en investeren. Zoveel is duidelijk. Maar daar gaan we deze namiddag nog over hebben.